Hi everybody, I'm CoinWeek Editor Charles Morgan. I'm here at the Whitman Coin Collectibles Expo in Baltimore, Maryland. I made some new purchases for my certified world coin collection, and I'm going to drop this box of coins off at WINGS to see if any of these coins earn their sticker. Hey Lance, how you doing?
Hey Charles.
I got an order for you.
Hey, buddy. Okay.
I made these purchases this year, so mostly modern stuff this time, but some variety. Some pretty tricky coins too. So.
Tricky coins, I like tricky.
Yeah. All right, Lance, how to do, bud?
Hey, buddy. Okay, got your coins back. Out of 20 coins, we've got, this is pretty good. We've got 18 that receive stickers.
Oh.
That's really good.
Well, I'm going to be very interested to see which ones, because I threw a ringer in there for you to try to trip you
You
up.
threw a ringer in here. You know what? You're sneaky. Because I think the ringer you threw in was one that didn't get a sticker. And I saw it once before. It was a decam.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Let's start from the beginning and get to it.
Yeah,
How's that sound?
let's do that.
Okay. Yeah. Of the 18 that did make it, 1/3 of those got the silver sticker.
Okay.
And 2/3 got the gold sticker.
So the silver sticker again means that
solid for the grade, as far as we're concerned.
Right.
And the gold sticker, there's something about it that's PQ. Could be the grade, could have nothing to do with the grade being an upgrade, could be with
just eye appeal.
Eye appeal or a nuance where the strike is above average for that particular coin,
right,
or whatever. So there's different things, because
and world coins from any vintage, I mean, they're not uniform. I mean, they can be
exactly. It's not Morgan dollars. You can, your O mints generally are this way. Your S mints generally are that way. But with the world coins, you got 200 countries, 2,000 varieties of mints of all kind of dates. It's incredibly difficult to pinpoint.
Sure.
But and this being mostly old modern, generally the workmanship on the modern coins is better than 100-year-old coins per se. So.
And the grading surfaces tend to be a little bit more consistent with this material, you find?
Well, actually, not really. I've seen, and here's a couple in here, I can even use an example, where it's a modern coin and it looks perfect, and, it gets a grade of a 66 or a 67. And then you study it and it's like, oh, it's got one line of floor. And I say, well, if that was an American Silver Eagle, it would 9. And I scratch my hairless head going, why did they only 7 it? And I have a little issue with that, because it's pretty perfect.
Right.
Not perfect, but, and it should get an 8 or a 9.
Right.
And some of those, and that's why they got gold stickers.
All right, well, let's look.
So, let's start. Okay, your first coin here. This is one here, the Italy, 500 lira, 1982. It's a blast white coin, but like the key word in that, what I just said, is blast.
Right.
That coin pops out. It's coming out of the holder. It's just an amazingly blasty coin. There's no marks to speak of at all. A tiny little, nothing to speak of. I think this coin could be in a 9 holder.
Right.
And if this was a Silver Eagle per se, I've seen some in 70 holders, but it's definitely, it's a PQ coin.
Right,
all the way around.
And this is a great series, a affordable series that you can get a coin like that out of an Italian mint set. Not all of them are going to be that nice.
Right.
But
this coin is an exceptionally nice coin. It's just a real pretty coin, and with all that field surface too, and no detractions, it got the WINGS gold sticker.
Cool.
The consensus was for that.
There's an older one.
There's an older one. Now this one here still got lots of luster, but the toning makes it look subdued. But as you tilt it around, you see that flowing luster and the clean surfaces. And this they graded a 6. This is, to me, this coin should have a 7 on the holder. It's just a beautiful coin. It's really nice, and I think they're a little tough on these.
And that's the difference between a mint set coin, what the first one was, and one that was in an original roll after 50 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Because being in the roll too, they had to get it from the machine into a counting machine to get it into a roll, and then they handled it, and it requires ticks and marks and hairlines. And when it goes from the mint right into a mint set, it's a lot less handling. Therefore, the surfaces are a lot more pristine. Here we have another one. This was 68, and it got it. Now, the only thing I found on this coin, because I was trying to say, got to find something on here because it's really bothering me why they just 68'd it, and I like it. And the only thing which is mint made, which is if you look like on the head and the shoulders and the arm there by your shirt, there's little pitting per se. But that's from the minting process. And you find that in American coins, on Walking Liberty half dollars, it's very prevalent along the skirt lines and the dress, the flowing dress. You see little, almost looks like pinholes, but that was in the process of the minting. And actually, I saw that and my mind just went to Walking Liberty halves. That's what I've seen that before. Great coin.
And again, this is a coin from Thailand, and even though it's a modern coin, the different mints in the different parts of the world are at different stages of their technology and their development,
yeah,
right?
Their development is incrementally getting better and exponentially getting better, but this coin is just really nice.
Cool.
Really nice. Now, you sneaky guy, you, this coin, should the lettering on the reverse have frost, this coin would have been a definite gold sticker. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Except where it says deep cameo, the lettering also has to have the frost.
Right.
And I saw it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's deep cam, very nice coin. Examined it. My buddy looked at it, he was like, yep. Turned it over, I'm looking to see the shield, all that white frost. And all of a sudden, I saw how the fields just flow into the lettering with no distinction of frost. I'm like,
yeah, and this period.
that sneaky guy. Well, I don't blame them. People try to get coins up, but
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing with these, proofs, Austrian proofs of this period, if they had cameo at all, it was sort of an accidental early strike kind of cameo.
Right.
I was in Vienna about a month ago, and I had Helmut Ondexlinger, the chief engraver of the Austrian Mint, pull out the original plasters for this whole series from the 60s. So we're going to have a video on that pretty soon.
Oh, that's interesting.
But this
cool.
design is my favorite Austrian
You guys at CoinWeek are really bringing a lot of knowledge to the forefront of the industry. That's really great. I'm very happy with what you guys are doing at CoinWeek.
But good for you for catching that, and
Thank you.
and nailing me on it.
Now we have an oldie, 1770, the Nuremberg, the Finnick, and the back of the coin has no detail, which is what was done. And it's a tiny coin. It has the little curvature because they were roll pressed, and when they roll pressed them, they actually got that curve. And it's just it is a 65 coin, and I agree with everything, the grading. It's just a nice original coin, but I'm not going to say it was peak special.
Right.
It was solid. It's solid.
Right, and these are obviously hoard coins that were saved over the years. A lot of these, when they were used, they wouldn't have lasted very long because they're very wafer thin.
Right, exactly. And you see sometimes some of the other ones like, or the 1/3 thalers or the different denominations that they had back then with the roll press. And it was from 1666, and you look at the coin and it's like pristine looking, some of them. They just survived in great condition, but they are hoard coins.
Right.
So,
and even if you don't collect this period, I think any kind of collector world or U.S. collector, you want to have a couple examples just to see the technology.
Exactly.
It's cool.
Exactly. And that was good technology for the time.
Yeah.
That was, I'd say ahead of its time for time when you look at the end result and the end product with the details so sharp and the way it looks and the engraving. They did good work. Here we have it graded at 65 coin. This coin has a boatload of flash. Has a few ticks in here in the star. But you know what? With all that flash and all that field there, that's almost mirror-like, whatever, you would expect to see a little more distraction, and you didn't. So it got a PQ for a 5. That's a PQ5.
So this is a bimetallic euro coin.
Yeah.
And
Slovenia Euro presidency.
You don't see too many of these in certified holders at this point.
Right.
But the one thing I've noticed with them is that they're really 4, 5, and 6 is pretty much the range they come in.
Right.
Even for the most part, if they're in proof sets or mint sets.
Right.
Because it's just the quality standards that they use to make these is higher than that.
Well, some of that you could see, I can see the scrapes of other coins, but I can also see a little bit of where it is from the process. But it's a flashy coin.
Right.
And those clean fields, you know, if this was in a 66 holder, I wouldn't think anything bad about it. So being in a 5 holder, it received the WINGS gold sticker.
Cool.
Now, 70 coin, obviously, you could never give it a gold sticker because there's no PQ perfection.
Right.
It's either perfection or non-perfection. This Japanese coin is just really, see the deep cam as the frost on both sides. All the devices are frosted, and it's not another sneak coin.
Right.
And it got the solid 70. I was looking to find a hairline or something, you know, and it's all there.
Yeah, Japan Mint actually does a great job.
Well, Japanese technology is really, some of it's more advanced than American technology.
And here's another one.
Same thing. Here we go again. I mean, there's no disturbance anywhere, and I used a high-powered glass too. And grading coins, you only really need a 5-power glass. You use a higher power glass for looking for something, or the variety just to verify it. But when it says 70, I use a high-powered glass because I'm not going to put a sticker or allow the company to put a sticker on something that, yeah, but there's a little tiny here, but it's tiny. Well, then it's not a 70.
And it's even harder because it's got a, you know, annular design with the hole in the middle.
Right, exactly. And yeah, it's a cool coin.
Cool. All right, so here's another €2.
Yeah, this is the Latvia, the bimetal coin, and I just like the appearance of this coin. This coin again, it has a few tiny little ticks on the cheek, equate to a 66 coin with a coin this size and the way it looks. And it's just another flashy, but it's solid.
And of course,
it's not PQ, it's a solid 66 coin.
And of course, you recognize the effigy on that coin from the 5 lot.
Right. The Latvia, yes.
Which is not a coin that tends to come PQ.
No, right. Exactly.
I mean, have you ever seen any gems, or at least lately, of the 5 lot? Because I've looked for about 3 years now. I've not seen a single one.
Honestly, and I'll say this with all my experience, you've probably seen more than me because you go for these coins more, and I just see all coins. But so I allay to you on that. But no, I haven't seen them gemmier. But this is a nice coin.
Cool.
Okay, the next one we got here is the excuse me. This is the Proof Austrian 25 shilling with gorgeous color, nice original color. It goes from, you know, greenish to gold to even another mauve color, and it's very attractive. Obverse a little more color than the reverse, but the coin is. If I was grading the coin, I'd call the coin a 7. Again, it's a modern coin. They 6'd it. I don't see that. I don't see how they get so strict. But it's not even strict. To me, they didn't grade it right.
It's like random numbers.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. Honestly is. Oh, it's a modern foreign coin. I'll give it a 6. And sometimes services work like that. Alrighty. So now we'll go on to, here we have the San Marino 1,000 lira. And this is a very attractive design. You've got the attractive lady there with all that gorgeous hair detail. And it just looks like artwork.
Right.
To me, it looks like a painting, like a type of painting. But the coin itself, you study this coin, you study the coin, it's virtually flawless. Gorgeous original color, you know, nice blazing surfaces. I think the coin's PQ, so do my, you know, WINGS, and it's got the gold sticker.
And these San Marino 1970 silver coins are quite affordable, quite nice.
Yeah, you find them in the books, you find them in the, you know, the sets or whatever. They are affordable, but they're attractive.
Right.
They're attractive designs, and this is an exceptional. I like the specimen. Okay, the India. This coin here is again. This coin. It has the look of a 6 or a 7, but I think the coin's a 5. They put it in a 4 holder. But it has great color, great surfaces. But it has some disturbances.
Yeah.
But again, in all honesty, if this was a seated $50, it would be in a 6+ holder, or it would be in a 6, you know. And here it is in a 4 holder. I think it's real original coloring, nice surfaces. clean, just has a little here and there. Again, here we have a Uruguay, another FAO coin, silver coin. Now, this does not have that blazing look, but they don't come that way.
Yeah, they're milky.
Exactly. They come more with a matte type of look. And but you study the coin itself for distractions, disturbances. You know, I'm not going to say I saw a lot of these, but I've seen a couple. And this coin, to me, it's original, and the coin is very PQ for a 4. And again, it got the WINGS gold sticker.
Well, if you ever run into any more of these with the central bank Counterstamps, they put those out in 2 separate occasions.
Okay, right,
I'm always
right.
looking.
Okay,
So.
All right. I'll make a note of that. I know you like. Here's another FAO. And here's one. This is just. It just jumps out of the holder at you. It's just blazing.
Right.
You know, it's PL, and it's just, you know, got lots and lots of luster.
And PL actually isn't something that PC throws around too much on
No,
coins.
I was going to make a remark about that. You're right. That's a designation that they're very, very tight with. But to call this coin a 65, I mean, the coin's improperly, it's improperly graded. I mean, this coin could be in a 7 holder. Look at the coin under a nice glass. It's nice. They call it a 5. It's real PQ.
I wouldn't have submitted a 5 of that coin.
I know.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
expected to get a 7.
right.
Yeah, they were brutal. This is improper grading. I mean, I'm not going to candy coat it. I mean, I've been doing this 40 years. And coins for 10 years longer, but full-time 40 years. That, you know. Now, here we have a coin that would have gotten a gold sticker because of the absence of marks or distractions, and for the abundance of luster. But what we call our argument over it was the toning spots that it has here. They're starting to kind of look a little bit unattractive where they detract. Right. But my argument was the coin is virtually flawless, blazing luster, whatever. But then I have to go again with eye appeal is very important, and the spots detracting. So it got a solid silver sticker. But if it didn't have those two, it would have had a gold sticker. But it's got those 4 or 5 little white milky spots.
Yeah. So that's a situation though where that coin never looks like that. Like in that kind of PL nature,
right.
It's really reflective.
Right.
And so yeah, those spots are legitimately the gripe I'd have. Because you know, every coin is a compromise.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. But we think it's solid there. It's definitely solid. And like I said, if it didn't have those, it would have got the gold sticker.
Yeah.
And if it didn't have those, I would like to think they would have gave it an 8, you know. And here's an example of a coin that's pretty much all there. That's a flashy, blazing, virtually mark-free coin, solid 8. And we agree 100% with it. That's, you know, the quality is there. This was probably my favorite coin in the group because, you know, I like color and, you know, attractive color. And the San Marino, again, the 500 silver lira. This coin is just gorgeous. The blues and the red in there. And it has like a dish bowl, and the luster is just flowing. It's a 7, but it's a PQ 7, and it got the WINGS gold sticker. It's a really attractive coin. You know, it's really a nice coin. Okay, now here's another one. It has some disturbance, whatever, but the coin is a 4+, could 5. If it was in a 5 holder, I'd say, yeah, it's a 5. You know, maybe it would have stickered silver, maybe it wouldn't. We'd have to study it more for a 5, if it was a 5. If it was a 4, it certainly would have stickered. It's a 3, and the only real disturbance of note is right there by the back, over by the 50 cent in the field, per se. The obverse is really nice too, but to call the coin a 3, it got a WINGS gold sticker.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a choice coin. My favorite one of the lot.
Uh-huh. And this coin here, the Ultra Cameo, where I had to study all that lettering carefully. With you from now on.
Yeah, this is actually a rare coin here.
Yeah, well, I'd say it's a really nice. The only thing on this coin that I saw was a tiny, like up here, that little smudgish area per se. But to call this coin a 6, again, we're brutal. They're brutal. I mean, the coin's an 8.
Yeah,
Even with the smut, you know, come on. You see silver eagles with 9s with spots. This is a 6. They're calling it, and the coin's perfect. It's not right.
Well, my argument is go find another one, because they only made 100 of these in gold. So
There you go. Well, you know what I'm just saying. But it's a gorgeous coin, and they were brutal on the grade, I feel. And I think the coin is really all there, and then some. And they got the WINGS gold sticker. And like I said, overall, this group was a group of nice coins that the grading service was strict, not strict, even more so to say, a bit unfair.
well,
In all honesty, I go out there and say they were unfair with the grades, because they were that's not proper grading.
well, you know, the fun thing about this lot is most of these coins, all but maybe 3 or 4 of them, I submitted myself from the raw. You know, I scouted the coins out, compared them against other coins I had, and made my selections, which ones I would send in to get graded.
Right.
So not only is that always a fun process, but it's also a fun process to share them with an expert grader and to get their second opinion about what they think. And then when you're successful in the process, it just shows that you're learning.
Right, exactly. And as time goes by, you learn more and more. I've been doing this, I'm 61, I've been doing it since I was 11, dealing with dealers at 11. And I'm still learning. And it's a great life. It's a great hobby.
So if collectors want to submit coins to WINGS, they go to your website?
Go to the website. You can download submission forms, put in your information, and send it in to us. Make a copy for yourself at home. Send a copy with your submission, or you can call WINGS. We can send you some in the mails. You know, the submission forms, and we'll be happy to review them. World coins only. We don't do U.S. coins.
Right, and that's modern and classic.
Ancient, right through to modern. World coins, any and every country. We also do Philippines, even though some of them say United States of America, and we also do Hawaiian quarters in the 1880s or whatever. We do that, and we do medals and tokens also.
So from ancient Lydia to Tuvalu, you got it all covered.
Pretty much.
Great. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Lance.
Thank you.
Cool.